Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Pretty Late Show where the party never stops. I'm my host, PD Magic, here with my man, DJ Pat Cabrera.
Yo, what is up?
We got a fantastic episode for you tonight. We're here at District 1 Stoker's Steakhouse Bar and Grill out in District 1. Fantastic, amazing place. Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas to everybody out there.
That's right.
If you're joining us and you want to come down and say good day, we're here. Come down for a drink. They got some fantastic cocktails here you can try. And you might even meet Santa. I think Santa's lurking around somewhere around here.
I'm sure he's here somewhere. he's got his bag of goodies with him.
Not your regular Santa, though. Not your regular Santa. Might be difficult to understand, but you can probably poke at him and get some presents. He's got a sack with him as well. He's got a pretty big sack.
Pretty big sack. We've definitely seen it.
So, as you know, in the recent episodes, ladies and gentlemen, we've had to not run our regular Friday because Pat and I had been booked out for a few gigs. But it's been good to get one more in before the year ends, and what perfect way to finish it on a Christmas Eve.
Yep.
As next week, we won't be able to run the show because we're all also booked out for New Year's. But we may do something midweek. We'll see how we go. But if you're out there today, Merry Christmas. Be merry. Drink up, be joyous with your loved ones. You're allowed to open your presents.
You got to be safe, though.
Yes, be safe.
Do not drink and drive, ladies and gentlemen. So if you are outside drinking and having a good time, make sure you drink responsibly and get that grab or taxi home.
You know, in Australia, we had this drinking campaign, and it said, it's called Bloody Idiot. If you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot, because they did this campaign where, you know, they'd act out someone driving and then they'd crash and stuff. So you're a bloody idiot. And they had the embossed words on their head saying bloody idiot. So I was at this bar, and this Aussie guy comes up to me and goes, Petey, if you drink and drive, you're a bloody idiot. But if you make it home, you're a bloody legend. Now, don't take that advice. Don't take that advice.
No, definitely not.
But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, you might know him from The Flyer, but we're going to play you a little stinger, and we'll bring him right on. Let's go. Let's roll with it, baby.
Danh lùi đến từ võ sĩ Matthew McDonald.
Lúc này là thời điểm mà Trương Đình Hoàng với sức nặng trong những đòn ấm như thế này, cất ra hiệp đấu thứ hai, McDonald cũng đã khẳng định mình khi bước sang hiệp 3.
Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for our man, Matt Donald, the teacher.
Chukter,
the Chukta, aka Santa Claus. So this is our Santa for the evening.
For an hour, I need to get going.
So how are you, my man? It's good to see you in the flesh.
Yep, very good. Thanks, Pete. Just trying to enjoy Christmas Eve. Should be a good night.
You handing out some prezzies?
Yeah, I've got a few things in the sack, as you said. So we'll see what happens later on.
So I'm loving the outfit. Like, I saw your stories, and I said to Pat, "What's a bet Matt rocks up in the full Santa Claus outfit?" So Chris, jump in, say good day.
How you doing, guys? How are we all?
This is the man here, Mr. Stoker,
Mr.
from the
Stoker,
beginning, Mr. Stoker.
Santa Claus.
Yeah, I've had the suit for a couple of years in the cupboard, so I thought tonight was the night to put it on. Come down, see Petey and
Put the
Pat.
weight on now. So
Yeah.
the weight on looking good.
Yeah, well, matches the sack. We'll have a look in your sack in a little bit. Awesome. Cheers. So that's Chris. Come down to Stoke if you're in the area. We got a little drink here happening. Guys, as you know, Matt is a professional boxer. Has been doing it for several years. How'd you get into it? And tell us a little bit about how you led up into fighting Vietnam's one of Vietnam's greatest champs, Trung Dinh Hoang.
Yeah, so I started boxing 13 years old.
I've been on and off amateurs. I've done a bit of time in mixed martial arts, and then I moved to Vietnam 4 years ago, and approximately 2 years ago, I had a professional fight. And then just last year, I got offered a lot of money for charity to take on the champ. And
So what made you take on the champ? You obviously knew who he was, and
well, I actually turned it down 3 times. I'd been training in the gym with Huang, a very good fighter, and I've got a job. I'm retired. I don't box anymore. And it was a 15th hole in the golf course actually in Ho Tram. Super drunk, with a bunch of businessmen from Vung Tau. We're talking about boxing. We're talking about Scotland, whiskey. And one of them brought up that his favorite fighter was Huang, and I showed videos. We were training together, and I dropped into the conversation that I'd been asked to fight him, and he didn't believe it. He just would not believe I was good enough to compete against Huang. So 15th hole, there was a handshake, 200 million Vietnamese dong for the charity event, and phone Huang's promoter on the golf course, talking very Scottish drunk. Get your man ready, and the rest is
Confirmed from there.
it was confirmed from there. Yeah. It wasn't a great next morning after the golf actually.
because we were there, we had a table, and we basically came for the food and the drinks and just cheering on.
Yeah.
Because
Whoa! You were cheering on. Cheering on who?
both because we sat with
now,
Brian.
Petey, I've heard.
Okay, I'll be honest. I'm gonna be a man of my words. I sat with Brian's table, Brian Sweet, because he was cheering for you. But we were cheering for Huang because I already met Huang from at SSC, but I didn't know who you were. So naturally, I had to cheer for him. But I was because how did you find it extremely quiet, the Vietnamese crowd? Because normally at fights,
well,
you hear a lot of cheering.
It wasn't too big an event. There was only 400 seats,
Yeah,
so
but what I mean by it's the ambience. There's no one cheering. So as soon as the bell goes ding ding ding, it's kind of like just and you're just hearing.
There's no banter from the crowd.
Yeah, and that's why every now and then you heard a guy go, "Take his head off."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
No, I've heard that Petey was cheering on my opponent, but no hard feelings.
No, but then straight after, I sort of respected. Like Matt came out, and he's with his crooked lightning bolt nose, and he came out and he had a drink with us, and we chilled, and then we've kept in touch ever since. Been meaning to catch up properly, but obviously with the lockdown, it sort of kept us all apart. But then now, finally, properly here again.
Yeah. And thanks for having us on. The show. It's great. Yeah.
He was supposed to be in season 1.
Yeah.
But he said, "Oh, you know what? Like, as he went back home to see family, and they said, look, put me closer to Christmas because he was getting into strongman."
Yeah.
So let's get into that. So you were down at like 78 kilos or something.
Yeah. So
to strongman, and you're packing in 90 kilos now.
Yeah. So one of my best friends in Scotland actually runs a Big Rig Rugby Club. And they sponsored me when I went home to visit family in Scotland to lift the Scottish Strongman stones. Again, a sporting challenge for Saigon Children's Charity. So that took in about $2,200 US. And I had no preparation for it. It was tough. And I got in touch with a trainer back home in Scotland. I've started a strongman training program. Try and maybe do a few events, but that sport is completely different from boxing. I'm finding it extremely difficult, very sore on the knees. So we'll just see how it goes.
Awesome. We were speaking earlier, Matt, about your boxing career. My question is more towards being on a night out with the boys. And has anyone ever ever come to you, like, not knowing who you are, obviously, and your background in the sport? Has there ever been a time where you've just had to hold yourself back because obviously as a man that you shouldn't be taking advantage of this skill that you have?
No, of course. I mean, you never ever use what you learn in the boxing gym to well, it's bullying, or intimidation. That's just not. And if you're brought up the right way in the sport and you maintain that respect when you're out and about, but it's.
But in the sense of if someone's just being really, really obnoxious, you know, and they're really trying to start you, do you just still go, mate?
100%, 100%. You know, it's never worth getting into trouble outside of the. You know, if you want to fight, do it properly in the ring or in the cage or whatever the sport is that you want to do. Out and about in the streets and the pubs and the clubs, go have a good time. You know, it's alcohol has a strange effect on people. You know? But yeah,
Correct. And in the boxing world, my last question for you is, who was the one that actually gave you the motivation or that inspiration to become a boxer?
That's a good question. I think probably my father. He always he always had us into doing boxing training, watching the Rocky movies as we were growing up. Not gonna lie, you know, going back to school, I wasn't the most fittest kid. I was quite tall and fat, you know, chubby. So yeah, boxing was a sport to learn self-discipline, learn to better myself. He encouraged me, took me to all the training classes. We actually had to drive 17, 18 miles to get to the class because we live out in the country. And yeah, he pushed me along. Yeah, so, yeah.
Well, 13 years old, and he's already wanted to punch someone's face in. So, I mean,
I know.
just a quick follow-up on some of our comments here. Merry Christmas to a couple of people. Merry Christmas, Josh Nabito, one of my all-time fave Australian magicians, doing it back home. Merry Christmas to B. Matt Grady from the Sports Biz Experience. You got someone here, Chief Fan, telling you.
Oh, and hello, B. Matt.
B. Matt.
Congratulations on the bikini bodybuilding competition. Absolutely rocked it in Thailand.
Bikini bodybuilding.
Absolutely rocked it.
Congrats for sure. You know what I just noticed, Matt? Look, so our stream has captions, and when you were speaking, it was able to pick up and give you the right.
So my Scottish English is coming across.
Yeah, your Scottish English is coming across all right. Not too bad at all. Let us know if you actually can understand Matt's accent. He's very Scottish, you know. William Wallace.
Aye.
Very William Wallace. Very William Wallace.
Where are you going? I'm going to pick a fight.
You want to pick a fight? That's exactly what it is. Yeah. So, any questions from you guys? Fire them at us. We're going to cut to a quick 30-second, and we'll come back and see if we can get some more out of Matt.
And they sound just like this. And they sound just. And they sound just.
Hey, welcome back to the Pretty Late Show where the party never stops. Now, one person has asked me before, Petey, is it possible, if anything is possible, can the party stop? It's a good question. So what I said to them is no, the party never stops, but it is possible for the people to stop, but the party will never stop. The party continues. The party continues. Now he knows where Santa is from.
Yeah, exactly, Mr.
Of course. Josh is from Australia.
Right. Well, everything good comes from Scotland. Whiskey, golf, Santa.
All right. There we go. So I also see you do a lot of charity work, especially with Saigon's Children's Charity, which is a fantastic thing you're doing. You're really putting them on the map in terms of awareness and what you do. Can you tell us a little about how it started and where it's at now and how people can get involved?
Yeah, for sure. So when I took the fight against Huang, obviously the goal was to raise as much money as possible in the charity boxing event, and I started receiving quite large donations from businesses in Vung Tau, along with friends and family. So I had quite a large pot, and I had to reach out, find a reputable registered charity that the money could go to. So yeah, I paired up with Saigon Children's Charity. They were absolutely phenomenal. Welcomed me into the team. Showed me their whole process. How they raise money, how they spend the money, and more importantly, how they communicate where the money is went to as well. I just started working with them, and after the event, they made me their sports ambassador, which was an amazing award to achieve. And I've been working with them ever since. Um, try and promote some of their initiatives that they're doing. Also, we are currently arranging Saigon Children Charity's first ever white collar boxing event. It'll be in Saigon in September 2022, and we're looking for participants. So there will be if you're up for it, Pat, there will be a communication soon on the event format and who we're looking for to compete.
AT would definitely be down.
Okay, good.
Channel my inner Manny Pacquiao. So.
And what we have is we have VSP Boxing. I've offered free training for any competitors, so we're pairing up with them. Who trained me for my last fight. So
Awesome.
it's coming together. So it's good.
Awesome. Well, we've got a really good question here from one of our viewers. What are your thoughts on Jake and Logan Paul boxing? I don't know if you've kept up to date with that, with the those YouTube boxers, the social media guys that's been.
Can I call them out? No, I'm joking. No, seriously. The pair of them. Anybody that gets under the ring has my max. Gets into the ring and under those ropes to get in there to compete is my maximum respect. So I don't know. I'm not into social media too much, so I don't know enough about them and what they do out with the boxing. But fair play to both the guys. They get in there, they do it. For all those, ringside and cage side, keyboard warriors that never ever get in
never
there.
been into the ring.
So maximum respect, good on them, and they're making a shit ton of money as well. So
well, and also not just that. Speaking on shit ton of money, I think Woodley, making $5 million on that last fight.
Yeah,
he got knocked out, yes, but at the same time, he's made more money than in that fight than his whole career.
Yeah, took the opportunity. I'm sure he didn't go in there to lose. He give it a go. So anybody that gets in there to give it a go.
Well, yeah,
maximum respect.
And Logan did fight Floyd Mayweather, so to go toe to toe with. To go toe to toe with the greatest.
Yeah. And then Floyd can come out with, I didn't train too hard, and I'm 42 years old and whatever. But he's
he was basically saying, look, someone's asking me to come spar and pay me this much money, so why not?
Yeah, well, exactly. Why would he not do it? And then Logan, great publicity.
No,
because it's just an exhibition.
It's an exhibition, so it's not classified as a full professional fight.
I mean, I'm a fan. I'll buy the pay-per-view, or I'll buy the event and watch it. Even Mike Tyson against Roy Jones Jr. We were all down at the pub and we watched that. To see Tyson's comeback. So.
That's cool. Well, what we'll do is, ladies and gentlemen, we'll put all the details up and update you on where the Saigon Children's Charity event will come up.
Yeah.
But I also saw you posted. You guys have built a school or built a small
yes, so from the money that was raised for the boxing event in March, there's two schools. So Songka Kindergarten was funded fully from my fight, and we paired with two other companies to get the Fung Fu 2 primary school over the line. So it was fantastic to see them both built, finished. Songka Kindergarten unfortunately does have a building in front of it that can't be demolished just yet. Because there's so many families came back to that area during the COVID breakout. They're still using it, but they'll be demolished by 2022, and the playground will all be finished. So, it was an amazing day in Mekong Delta this week, and very very touching.
Awesome. Again, we'll put all those details up so you guys can get up to date and see what it's all about, and of course the event.
Yeah.
So anyone can fight. We can nominate some people, or.
Yeah,
September. It's a decent time to train.
You can't fight. You're MCing.
All right. What is the recommended time for someone to train for a fight? You think? What's the minimal?
Absolute minimum 3-4 months if you've never done it before. But
3-4 months?
that is fine. If you're going to fight, start now.
You got to be quite strict, right?
Like practice makes perfect. You need to.
It's also your stamina, which is
yeah, because they look so tired up there. Like,
which one were you talking about?
He's
his question is, I mean, both. They're Asian.
Yeah.
They're Asian.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, don't go away. We're gonna play you. This is pretty cool. We're gonna play you 30 Christmas songs in 1 minute. Don't go away. When we come back, we'll play some games with the man himself, the Chucha.
It's beginning to look a lot like last Christmas. Simply having the most wonderful time. Let it snow, chestnuts roasting, jingle all the way. Santa baby, it's cold outside. Step into Christmas, all I want for Christmas is you. Feed the world. Santa, tell me if you're really there. Oh, holy night, baby, please come home. Silent night, God bless you, merry gentlemen. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Up on the housetop, do you hear what I hear? Where are you, Christmas? Silver bells, Feliz Navidad. On the first day of Christmas, I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Frosty the snowman, ra-ba-bum-bum. The best time of the year. All I want for Christmas is my 2 front teeth.
Luckily, I have my 2 front teeth. So, welcome back to the Pre-Lay Show where the party never stops, ladies and gentlemen. We are here on Christmas Eve, Ho Chi Minh City, in the beautiful Stoker Steakhouse Bar and Grill. Here with Matt, all-time retired golf boxer, aka the teacher, aka the Chucha, aka Santa's little helper, Santa's no beard, Santa Claus from Scotland. You're all sorts.
Thanks, Pete.
Ambassador, sports ambassador,
Man of many trades.
man of many trades. You know how that was? Someone said to me, "Jack of all trades, master of none."
Nothing. Yeah.
But there was a follow-up of that. So it's Jack of all trades, master of none, but often better than a master of one. So you want to be good at a lot of things. Like you can at least be really good at something, and then be like mediocre or above at a lot of other things. Then I think you can diverse yourself in a lot of different things.
I heard you're pretty good at the magic.
Magic.
Yeah.
I try to be. I just imitate people. Actually, we'll do a quick one for Matt while we're here. So.
I know I've been waiting to see this because I've never actually had a magician perform this close. So,
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of magic from PD Magic.
I want you to just look at one. Normally, people will just take one. Look at one and remember it.
okay.
Remember it. Hold your hand out. I'm gonna pick out what I think you're thinking of, what you saw. Okay, don't look at it, but keep it in view so everybody can see right here. I'm not going to look at it, but for the first time, you can name out to everybody what card did you pick.
I picked the 10 of spades
10 of spades. Any reason?
because it was right in front of me.
I mean, I shuffled it.
Uh-huh.
There was heaps to choose from.
Yeah.
There was heaps to choose from, but you picked the 10 of spades. Would you be impressed if this is the 10 of spades?
I would. Oh.
Yeah, I'd be impressed as well. But actually, hang on, look. Blow on it.
Come on.
There we go.
Okay, that's impressive.
If you saw it, don't let them know how it's done. Let them go back and watch it. So, I'll teach you something. I'll teach you something you can do to impress your girl or other girls. And we'll go from there. Merry Christmas to everyone who's tuning in.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Tyler, Ding, is that Ding? That's Ding there. Ding, Lam from Wise Past. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas, Window from Australia there. Hope you guys having a good one. It's already it'll be what's it 9:30? Yeah, nearly
Merry
Christmas. Midnight over there. So, yeah. Well, in Sydney it would be.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it was quick. There and back.
all right. So it's time for our games, Manny.
Okay.
So our first game is called In Your Crib. So we'll run the stinger for that.
What's in your crib? In your crib? What's in your crib today? Into your crib.
So obviously we're not at home, so we can't see what's in your crib or something you have cool. But we'll get you to give a piece of advice. Could be a life advice. It could be anything. Some sort of advice you think that on this Christmas Eve that you think our viewers can to have value with.
Try and make it not too deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Christmas. No, okay. So we were talking about boxing earlier on. So one bit of advice. I've seen it over here a lot more often than you see it back in the West. If you're training, wear a head guard. Number one, it's a contact sport. You know, it's fun and exciting. Get punched face and kicked in the head and whatever it is. But protect your brain as much as you can. So when you're training, wear a head guard. And if you're doing it over for years and years and years, the head guard will make sure you're not as brain damaged as me.
There you have it, head guard, guys. That's the 2021's Christmas advice from Matt. Wear a head guard even if you're training. Awesome. So we know a little bit about his thoughts because every game we play, we get a little bit deeper and deeper to getting to know you. So
More whiskey.
More whiskey. Let's have a drink here. I wonder if they ordered. I thought I ordered my drink. But hold the line, guys. I'm going to get a drink. If you guys have a drink, let's get a little Christmas cheer. I'll grab my glass in a sec.
So, ladies and gentlemen, if you've just tuned in, we've got Matt Donald on the line, as dressed as Santa Claus on the eve of Christmas.
Christmas Eve.
No, I like to call it the eve of Christmas. It sounds more sophisticated. But yes, no, it's only a couple of hours away, and hopefully you guys are having a good time either at home or inside with your loved ones. But make sure you're out there safe. Petey's about to head outside because we are once again at Stoker in District 1. Petey's out there right now just showing off. I don't know why, but hold on, just so we can see him. There he is. Yeah, so don't know why he's running out.
Yeah, this could be dangerous.
This could be dangerous. All right, here we go.
Yeah, there's a man, George. Doing Merry
Merry
Christmas, George. One of the chefs that competed on the boxing.
No,
event,
that's
the
right.
charity
Yes,
boxing event.
come say hi to the
George.
stream.
Yeah, George. We call George the artist. He's never off the canvas. Sorry, George. But yeah, no. So going back to George took a fight in the boxing event, short notice. Hadn't done it before. Gave a phenomenal effort live on TV.
I thought it was unfair for him because he had a guy that was like 2 meters.
He was
and
putting
George
against a
was like,
monster.
yeah.
But George has put himself forward for the next event in September 2022. So we need to get him more fairly matched.
Mm. Who chose the matchup? Was it just
me.
random?
It wasn't me.
Awesome. All right, let's roll up the next game. Let's get a little bit deeper in picking Matt's brain. We've got a game called. Oh no, we'll see if we can make him laugh first. We'll make him laugh first.
This will be easy.
Okay, so this is. All right, so this game's called You Laugh, You Lose. Because it's Christmas, we're going to try and stick to some Christmas jokes. Yeah, so we'll give him 3 chances. If you laugh 3 times, you lose. So me and Pat will rotate on the joke telling. So I got a couple of good ones here, I think. Okay, we'll pull out the old one, what Sean said the other day. What's the difference between Santa Claus and Tiger Woods?
He's already. We haven't even told the punchline.
Santa only does 3 hoes. That's one. Go on, you gotta hold the laugh.
Okay.
No noise. It's a no noise laugh.
Why does Santa always come through the chimney? Because he knows better than to try the back door.
Ooh. Okay, next one.
Is this the
No,
second?
we just go through. We'll go through enough to try and get you 3, but if not, then we'll call you a. What do you call an obnoxious reindeer? Rudolph.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this one we'll get him for sure. Matt,
Yes.
why doesn't Santa have kids of his own?
I don't know. Why doesn't Santa have kids of his own?
Because he only comes once a year.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Okay.
She's watching you.
Let's try.
No more rude jokes, okay?
What do you call Santa's? Oh no, hang on. Which one? Oh, sorry, here. Why don't you ever see Santa in the hospital?
I have no idea.
Because he has private elf care. He's not laughing.
He's giggling inside.
You got one more? Okay, I'll try one more. Wait, is he on 1 or 2 laughs?
He's done 3.
I'm good.
Oh,
Try
he's
my
done
hardest not even to get a smile.
Okay, I'm
out
gonna
of
try
this.
one more on you, so we can get you. Okay.
He's got it.
Why don't crabs celebrate Christmas?
I have no idea, Petey.
Because they're shellfish.
That's the best response.
Cheers, Matt.
I'll need to remember them. Cheers.
Awesome, guys. So, all right, that's don't worry, we're done with the jokes. Now we're going to move in a little bit more deeper. We're going to play a game called Over Unders.
Overrated, underrated, overrated, underrated, over-unders.
Over Unders, and if you're wondering, that's my voice singing that little stinger there. So, Over Unders, Matt, is we've hand selected a couple of picks. Obviously, don't cheat by looking on here. We're going to throw those picks up.
Okay.
And you can sort of see. I don't think you know it. Once you see that pick, over under means you just tell us what you think if it's overrated or underrated.
Okay.
So you choose the first one, Paddy. Up to you.
So where am I looking here?
Yeah, on the screen.
Okay.
Kilts,
Definitely underrated.
definitely underrated.
Yeah, amazing.
You reckon more men should wear it?
Definitely. Yeah.
Next one. Scottish ale.
I would say overrated.
Overrated. Never
Yeah.
tried it. Why?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of whiskey. I'm not too much into ales. So just a personal opinion. I'm sure many people like an ale, and obviously it being Scottish, it'll be better than most other ales. So. Definitely underrated. Fantastic dish.
I haven't tried it. What is that bread? That's bread. Is it bread? Is it?
Bread.
Is that
No,
bread?
come
What
on.
is that?
No, that's the
Skin.
lining of a sheep's stomach.
Oh, and what is it? What's inside? Like
Is that bread?
Okay.
Haggis.
Freedom.
Definitely. Well,
Okay.
underrated.
Is Braveheart? What is William Wallace overrated or underrated?
He's a legend.
Okay, so underrated. Okay, so is Freedom overrated or underrated?
Oh, now we're talking. Now we're getting into politics.
Politics. All right.
Oh, he's I think people appreciate him. I wouldn't say underrated. He's fantastic.
Mhm.
As a fighter, phenomenal. As a person, I'm not a fan anymore.
Last but not least.
My wife's in your DMs.
Who's that guy? No, you know something. Very, very nice guy, and a real people's champ. So, been a pleasure getting to know him.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Got a little bit of inside there. We got a little bit deeper. So in this next game, this one or that one, let's roll them up.
This one or that one?
Okay, this one, that one. So we've obviously done a slideshow. We're going to play it. We can add it to the stream and then have our reactions next to him as well. You're going to see two slides, like for example this one,
Right.
and you're just gonna choose which one would you prefer. Who do you like better, like this one or that one, basically.
So nowadays, The Rock, but definitely back in the day when I watched wrestling, Stone Cold.
Well, that's why I chose that Rock.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so if it's that, definitely Stone Cold. Castle. Train. Buttered. Everything.
he knew what he wanted.
Water.
That's a random one we put.
Ice cream. Finger scan.
Of course.
Edinburgh. Oh. Yeah, probably say paper rolls.
Paper rolls.
Paper rolls.
All right. You still,
The bum guns in Vietnam are a bit too powerful.
Can shoot all the way up.
Well, thank you very much, Matt, for being part of the show. Can't let you go yet because this is the final 60 seconds of one last round.
Okay.
So it's called 60 seconds rapid fire. Me and Pat will ask you questions, and you just have to answer it.
Okay, as quick as I can.
Yeah, without too much thinking.
No thinking, just straight out loud.
Okay.
I'll go first. Nighttime or daytime?
Nighttime.
Shower before, shower after.
Shower before.
Top or bottom?
Bottom.
One finger, two fingers.
Three. Okay, two.
Lights on or lights off?
Lights on.
One or two girls.
Only one.
Sensual or dirty?
Essential.
Wet or dry?
Come on, my daughter's watching this. She's 13 years old. I would say obviously wet.
Second round or nah?
Time's up.
Last question. Boxing or strongman?
Oh, boxing. Boxing.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Cheers, Matt. That was a good one.
Sorry,
we got a little bit-
Ayla. Don't show your friends at school, okay?
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in on this Christmas Eve. I know everyone's out doing things with their family, but for you guys to have some time out and catch us on tonight's show, even more amazing. Obviously, you can catch the stream again on a replay, and you can catch Matt on his Instagram here, THE_the Chukter.
Chukter. It means a guy from the
Chukter.
Scottish countryside. I'm not a teacher.
The
Toicher.
the Chukter. Follow me on Instagram. And
I'm going to
obviously,
change my Instagram. Nobody gets it.
obviously, you can follow me myself and Pat as well. And also the Party Never Stops official Instagram as well. So, amazing, Matty. Let's hang out for a little bit afterwards here. You're off to another party. He's going to go to a fancy dress party for best dress. I think Santa's going to take the cake. If he's not, he's going to whack everybody with a sack. and we'll just go from there. So, everybody, happy holidays. Take care of yourselves.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having us.
Any more shout outs?
Yeah, just a shout out to Saigon Children's Charity. I said before, I do the fun part, raising money along with all the other people that raise funds. You guys do all the hard work with the children and the schools and all the other initiatives that you work on. So well done, and thank you for having me.
Awesome. We'll leave the links in there. Merry Christmas, everybody. And you know what time it is. It doesn't matter what day it is, what time it is. Who are you with? Who you doing? Who's doing you? The party never stops. Boom.